of fruit carving. So, Tim, would you like to be the first to come on up?
Yes, ma'am.
You can stay up here, okay?
Good morning.
Good morning.
When we were originally approached about this, we were asked, could Jackie come in and do some actual carvings? But I wanted to convey to everybody the actual time that he takes when he does his carvings, and I'm sure he can better articulate that for you all. It's so time consuming and how much effort he puts into it. We didn't want to try to have him try to speed anything up today. So he brought in a few pieces that he did, and he'll show you guys later. But as far as the art of fruit carving, the actual origins of fruit and vegetable carving are disputed with some historians, believing it began about 700 years ago in Thailand. Some believe its origins are around 1,000 years ago in ancient Japan, and some historians have traced its origins back to ancient China between the Tang and Song dynasty between 700 and 1200 AD. In Japan, the art of fruit carving is called mukamono. In ancient Japan, food was served on unglazed rough clay pottery. The pottery was covered in large leaf before the food was plated. Artistic chefs at the time realized by folding and manipulating the leaf in different ways it enhanced the food presentation. Around the 16th century, mukamono became the officially recognized culinary art. It became part of each Japanese chef's training. In Thailand, it is believed that fruit and vegetable carvings became prominent around the 14th century and is taught at age 11 in primary and secondary schools to this day and throughout universities as a major in Thailand. I'm here today because about a month and a half ago, our FNS director, Vincent, approached me about Tim Talk, further explaining the concept behind these sessions and how Tracy from administration perfect timing. I couldn't plan that any better. That's great. Tracy from administration felt Jackie was the perfect person to be spotlighted from our department for his carving talents. And at the time, seeing some of Jackie's work, I agreed Jackie's talent and imagination certainly needed recognition. When initially approached, Chef Jackie, a very soft-spoken man, declined the opportunity. Jackie's decision didn't necessarily surprise me, knowing how behind the scenes Jackie likes to remain. And I was almost content to let his talents remain behind the scenes until Doctor's Day at the end of March of this year. Now, I don't tell Jackie what to do or make suggestions of what his centerpieces are. And usually when I ask him what they're going to be, he usually says, not sure yet. And I'm amazed like everyone else the day they debut. But when he left before Doctor's Day with the Japanese turnip and returned with a model of a mythological Pegasus with clouds included, cut out of the turnip as well, I said to myself, everyone has to see and hopefully understand how amazing this man is with his hand-eye coordination. And to understand that this is more than culinary art, this is actually breathtaking. So with that said, I'd like to introduce my sous chef, Chef Jackie Chan.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Jackie. I came from Hong Kong 30 years ago and to learn a special talent from my uncle and my brother. My uncle taught me how to use tools and how to carve ivory for 3 years until the law stopped to use the ivory. My brother, Wallace Chen, is a jewelry carving designer. He taught me how to carve gemstones and how to understand the texture of different materials. When I came to America, I started carving fruits and vegetables to using the skills I learned from my uncle and my brother. At this time, I'm very happy to share with you some of my fruit carvings and some of other kind of artworks. Enjoy.
I've got it.
Oh, you had, I mean.
Thank you.
The actual glasses are on the table as well.
Which fruit?
Yes.
There's
Yeah, that's the Pegasus with the clouds.
It's from Doctor's Day.
Yeah.
That's on the Turner?
You can,
Yeah.
and when you.
I can't do that with the turnip.
When
A
you
lot of
looked
things
at
like
it
that.
close, you could actually see the muscle formation in the legs of the horse.
Wow.
Our compass.
Wow.
You really are. Would you guys like to ask Jackie some questions? Jackie and or Tim, if y'all don't mind coming up front? I'd like to know what inspires you. What gets you motivated to do the different carvings?
I interested about the art, so that's why I learned that, and then I like to learn more and then keep going.
Do you still do things with gems?
Yes.
You still do?
Yeah, I do for my hobbies at home,
Your
after
hobbies?
here.
Wow.
How long did it take you to carve that? You said it's sandstone, is that correct?
This is limestone. It took me about 6 months
Wow.
yes, to finish it. And these are small glasses, about a couple weeks. Yeah, and some gem seashells. Took me about a couple of weeks to finish one piece.
Wow.
And the Pegasus, I'm sorry, how long did the Pegasus take?
That is about 10 to 12 hours.
Wow. So what inspires you? How do you decide what to carve?
Just from my creation, my brain. Yeah, you have if you're working in the arts for so many years, you have experienced what kind of carvings you have to present to the people. So every time it's different ideas or design.
Do you use a picture or something to model after, or is it all in your head?
All in my brain.
How do you keep the Pegasus from falling over?
This is,
Don't tell them all you see.
Now, that came, what did the Pegasus come from?
On the glass.
It's some Japanese turnip.
the Japanese carving.
What kind of tools do you use for the carving the glass?
Dentist tools.
Dentist.
Yes.
So I don't know if you saw Dr. Randolph, he
Yes.
carves wood. And
Oh,
so he was in our first series with the Tim Talks,
okay.
and he does beautiful work too.
Oh, nice.
Now with the dental tool.
There's time.
Yeah, I have to
That's my
know
wife's
some from
job.
him.
She's my dentist.
That's beautiful.
Fabulous.
You guys
More
were,
questions?
Very special. Thank
If
you
you
so
have,
much for
you're
sharing.
welcome. You have chances, come here to take a look.
Yes,
Absolutely.
definitely.
please do.
I got a question here, Jen. anytime you got the fruit, you score. But sometimes the mistake, but your hand broke something, how can you add it back? You cannot throw the thing.
You have
back.
experience, you never broke any.
That's
That's the magic.
yeah, the fruit, and then you never know that.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ours would be held together with toothpicks.
Lots and lots. Glue and everything else.
Glue.
Any
Yeah.
more questions, please, gentlemen? If you guys would like to come up here and see this, they.
Yeah.
Come over here.
Great job. You were wonderful. Thank
That's a great friend right Hey, Nima.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Should I give my
We should go and collaborate. Yeah, really. All together.